I think with spoken word is you, it's you. I deliver my own thoughts, my own words, my own manifestos, my own shtick, as we say in English. It's performance poetry, but not just very, poetry can be quite dry, people are quite shy, poets, there's poets who can't read in public, they're only good on the page. And there's poets whose work would be completely wasted on the page because it's performance work. To get it out there, you have to give it to the people. Yeah, well, when I lived in Australia, I'm actually from Australia, from Melbourne, together with another friend of mine, we created this group called Flush, which is a group of artists and performers who actually we responded and we performed in public spaces, but very guerrilla style. Like you don't get permission to go and perform, you just do it. Poetry had such a low, in a way, such a low presence in Australian culture that we just thought, and it's not supposed to be there. So we thought the same thing. Well, we'll go and do some poetry in places where we are not supposed to be. And that was the kick. I mean, if you do it in pubs all the time or in clubs or in galleries, it's sort of like people expect that. And plus, the people who maybe go to a public toilet, to a laundrette, to in a lift, inside a corporate building, they probably don't go to these kind of gigs. And so we wanted to get the people who don't normally go to shows or who just don't expect it, and we wanted to test them, wanted to push these boundaries, see how would they react. And would they beat us up, would they throw something at us, and that would have been fine too because we are not supposed to be there. I always put myself out there and never know what the outcome will be. I find it so much more interesting and it's just so much more creative if you don't know what's going to happen, but you prepare yourself and you go there, and could be bad, could be fantastic, could be alright, but I prefer that much more because it's like, that's the thing, when you talk, when you work with words, it's got to be the momentum, it's got to be there, I mean, if you actually talk about what's going on right there, right then, and improvise, it's just so much more real.